bullshit, and we're here to call it out. Real talk, raw truth, and plenty of spice. Welcome to She Who Thrives.
We're your hosts, Caitlin,
Mindy,
and Harrison.
We're kicking off January with something fun, honest, and maybe a little controversial. It's our January edition, Real or BS.
January comes with a lot of opinions, new rules, new trends, new pressures. So today we're going to be breaking down what's actually helpful and just dressed up nonsense.
So let's start with like some wellness and self-care things that you guys can think of.
It was actually funny because when me and Jason were in the shower, I said, my goal this year is to really try and hit a gallon of water every single day. And he's like, babe, that's a dumb goal. And I'm like, no, it's actually a great goal. And it's a realistic goal because although I think it's hard to do, but it's also such a simple and easy thing to do at the same time. And I think it's a great goal. So that's one of my wellness goals, is to try and make sure I get my water in every single day.
What do you think makes it so hard? Because it really is.
I don't know.
I think it makes it harder when you're just sitting at home and like you're busy cleaning, you're busy, if when I was at the office all day, I literally would be like, okay, I have to drink this many ounces in this many hours, to make sure that I hit my goal.
Right.
Yeah. But it seems like when you're home and your water bottle's like over here and you're off cleaning, you don't think about it as much.
Yeah, I agree.
So, but yeah, that's something I feel so much better when I'm drinking my gallon. Everything's better. My skin's better. My hair's, everything is better.
Agree, 1,000%.
How do you guys feel about like January detox and cleanses? Do you think that's bullshit or?
No, I think I would do one if I found one that I felt like was actually beneficial and not just like bullshit.
Yeah. I don't think it needs to be January though. People do those all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. I do too. I mean, I feel like everybody, I don't care who you are, you got parasites somewhere in there at one point or another. And I just think, it's always good. I feel like the most healthy thing that we eat, us personally, is the meat that Adam has actually gone out and either shot with his bow or shot with his rifle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I feel like everything else, I don't care if they say it's organic. We've already talked about that. The whole organic, it might not have as much pesticide on it, but don't tell me shit's not floating over there on it.
Who told us? Somebody told
Tammy
us to be 8 feet away from each other, which is crazy because think about like when someone sprays perfume.
Right.
Like you can smell it if you're even in the same room, or hell, if you're in the same house with Nixon, you'll smell it.
I think that was Luis.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I had to open up the window. That shit was, it could have smelled good if it wasn't the whole bottle.
Yeah. But I just feel like everything we eat now, it doesn't matter how well you try and eat clean or eat healthy or eat organic. We're still getting pumped full of stuff that we should never. So I know people have their opinion about hunting and animal cruelty or whatever, but my husband's a good shot. They just die. So no cruelty there, PETA.
The thing is, though, I think that people don't realize, like, for one, you can't, in my experience, you can't go hunt an endangered species. So it's not like they're giving out these tags to like endangered species, which some people want to argue about that, which they obviously don't know what they're talking about. Number two, if you were to go buy a hamburger from the store versus go kill your cow, those cows are being treated like awful. And you're sitting there giving money to those people that are, selling it out. It's better to go kill your own animals. And I think that people don't even realize that. I don't know. They just think, oh, it's so bad. Yeah. I do think if you're just hunting to kill, then I don't agree with that. I think if you're hunting to feed your family or yourself or even a community and not just killing it just to put it on your wall, which some people do that, and that's okay too. Again, they don't give out tags to endangered species. So,
well, a lot of the big hunts they go on to smaller places, they use every bit of that animal. They give the hide to them to make, their blankets and get warmth, and they use the fat, and they use literally everything. Yeah.
Dry January.
I don't feel like any of us really drink enough to make that a huge goal. I could go 7 months without drinking in a night.
I don't drink at all anymore just because with my autoimmune stuff,
It makes it so much worse.
yeah, I feel like shit even if I just have one drink, which I like to go to a nice restaurant and have a glass of wine, but I haven't done that forever. It's just not worth it for me. The next morning I wake up and I'm totally inflamed, and I don't think alcohol is good for you at all. So I think dry January is a good thing. I mean, everybody should try it. If you can't
Especially
do a whole month without alcohol, I feel like there's a problem.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. 30 days is not that long, peeps.
Mm-mm.
Morning routines before 5 a.m. Please don't wake me up before 5 a.m. After 5 a.m., I think after 5 a.m. Okay. I'm up after 5 a.m. anyways. I'm up at 5 a.m.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, my kids are early risers, so we've never, since we've had children, slept in. But even when I was little, though, I was the type of kid you would hate to have a sleepover with, because I'm like, okay, 7:30, I'm going to bed. Everyone else, sorry. But I also liked to get up early, where my brothers, they would like sleep till 10 p.m. or 11 or probably noon if my mom let them. Like, I've always gotten up a little earlier, but I'm not like a 4 a.m. gal, unless like when we were competing. But even then, I was like dragging ass to get up.
And I would rather not be, but we are when we're, working out and doing because that's when we have to go for Adam. But I hate it. 6 o'clock, like even, being at the gym at 6 is totally different for me than being at the gym at 5.
It's crazy though how much just
1 hour.
1 hour makes a difference.
I love the idea of, early morning routines, but not 5 o'clock.
What do you guys think about cold plunges? Do you feel like they fix everything?
I actually love cold plunges. Like, I actually do feel like they make me feel so good. And the times that we've gone to Earth Spa and we've gone at night, I really do feel like I sleep so good on the nights that I do them before bed, which we don't do that very often, but I love cold plunging. I'm good at cold plunging.
I've never done it.
See, and I used to, before I had all my stuff, cold plunging was okay. I mean, I didn't notice like this huge, I would rather actually sauna and red light therapy than cold plunge. But the autoimmune stuff I have, cold plunging is actually really bad for it. So
I think it's the combination for me of the three, because when we go to, that's the only time I've ever cold plunged is when we do the Earth Spa, which is sauna, red light, cold plunge. So I think all of it together is what really helps me like sleep. But it's not like I think that it doesn't take everything away. I think, I don't know. But
I don't think I have an opinion about it. I feel like some people think it really helps them and they do it daily and great for them, but I don't think that is like a fix for everybody.
No.
I know from the research I've done with cold plunges, like women aren't even supposed to do the same temperature as men.
Really?
Yeah, you're not supposed to go as low as men do. But I don't know. I mean, if it works for you, great. Go ahead and do it.
I would like to do it every day. I would love to have a cold plunging machine, tub, whatever it's called. What do you guys think about hot girl walks?
Do they solve mental health?
I think a walk outdoor, anytime you get outside, and especially like if the only activity you're getting is like a 10 or 25 minute walk.
Yeah.
Great.
I also think it has to be intentional though. Your mindset and everything.
Yeah, and I think too, just having like fresh air, or like if you're feeling overwhelmed and just need like something to clear your head for a second, like go for a walk around the block, whatever. I think actually breath work, that's a big one. I don't know if that's on here, but breath work is huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love breath work. Brady was actually talking about it because the last time he was here, we went and did that class. Remember?
That's actually really good.
Yeah, and he's like, wow, you guys all came home like so emotional. And yeah, I love breath work.
We need to go to that again.
New year, new body?
Yeah.
I mean, like we said, we're going to start 75 hard when we get home. You guys said it. Even the boys talked about it.
Yeah. I don't think it has to be a new year, though, to be able to get your mindset, hey, I want to get healthier, but a lot of times people do, they think, okay, we're going into New Year, we're going to do all this stuff, I get making your New Year's goals, but you can always start something before New Year's. You don't have to wait till New Year's to start that.
I think a lot of people probably have the mindset, like we were saying the other day, like I'm not going to start something on a Wednesday or a Thursday.
We were talking about that.
Yeah, it's got to be on Monday. So I think some people also have that mindset, like, oh well,
I'll wait till
January 1st. Yeah.
Adam's whole mindset on that, starting Monday. He's like, why are you waiting till Monday? If you say you're going to start it tomorrow. If you don't start it tomorrow, what are the chances that you're going to start Monday? Because you just keep pushing it back. So just start when you say you're going to start. You don't need to wait till Monday to start, which is true,
I still like starting.
But yeah, like you were saying, I like to start fresh on a Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Then you're in the right mindset for it. Come Monday, that's what you're going to do.
You can get yourself ready for it. It's like having a specific day to clean your sheets. I like to clean my sheets every Friday.
I do mine Sundays. Do you guys feel like goals are like super important? And if you're not setting goals, then you're failing?
I think they're important, but I also think that if you don't have like goals, then you're not failing either. Like, I don't think that you have to set goals in order to become successful.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like anything else. I don't think there's one fit for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody works differently, and some people don't need that. It helps me if I do set the goals, but I don't do it like other people. Because the goals are something that I read every morning
mm-hmm.
and, read at night, and it's just different.
Yeah.
But
I think it's just those small steps that you make every single day that are to get to those goals is the important part.
And my goals also, I kind of divide them into like health and fitness and
mm-hmm.
marriage and relationship and finances. And, I have different subtitles for my goals.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's something that I try and work on all the time. Mainly I have them written as goals. So just to remind me, stay on track.
Yeah. What do you guys think about journaling?
I love journaling.
I am like quite literally the worst journaler.
Really?
Yeah, I think when I was younger and I think that everyone goes through a lot in their childhood. It can, my childhood was completely different than yours
mm-hmm.
and, whatever. But I think that everyone goes through some kind of not everybody, but a lot of people go through hard things in their childhood. And I felt like when I was probably in middle school and high school, I liked to journal because I felt like I had a lot of feelings that were built up and I had nowhere else to put them. But I feel like as I've gotten older, I really don't journal. I don't know why though.
I love that great grandparents and stuff like that journaled
mm-hmm.
so that you can read about their life, where it's like now, what are you going to read? I have a gratitude journal that I do, but that's totally different. I don't write down
like your day.
Today I did, which
isn't it funny?
I wish I kind of would have done that.
It's so funny to look back at journals from when you were little. I feel like most people have a little journal today my mom got pissed at me. Today my dad did this.
Yeah. This lady posted this video today about, reading her daughter's diary or something, and it said oh, my mom is so mean, I hate her so much, and my dad's so mean, and my mom's fat. And I just wish they would leave me alone.
So funny, the stuff we put.
That's why you shouldn't read them.
I know, will hurt your feelings.
What about social media detoxes? I feel like, honestly, not on purpose, but unintentionally, I have taken a step back from social media. I feel like I've just life's just been a little bit crazy, and I've been more involved in social media than both of you. Mm-hmm. I feel like you guys have never really been as much into it. And it feels really good. I feel like I don't feel like I am keeping up with people as much. And I feel like it's actually been really good, even though it wasn't I'm going to do better at not getting on my social media. It's almost just been something that I'm Like I'll get on and post a story of my kids or something, and then I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I don't enjoy it as much as I used to anymore.
Yesterday when we went to Zion, ran into that girl that we knew, and she had said something about, we talked about social media, and they've been here for 2 weeks and we've done so much. And sometimes I think, oh, I need to post this just like because I love the family and I love the pictures that I've taken of the kids and of the things we've done, and I just haven't been on at all.
Me too. I think a detox is good depending on like you said, your involvement in social media and how much you're actually on it.
Yeah.
Real or BS that everyone has ADHD now? I think people have had ADHD. It just wasn't talked about like it is now.
But I don't feel like we were stimulated the way people are now.
Agreed, yeah.
So I think that's what, even like when you guys, would turn the TV on at night for your kids and we're like, don't do that. It's so bad for their brain, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like everybody is so overstimulated all the freaking time. The kids need to be doing this while they're watching TV, while they have something playing in the background, while they have a toy going off. And so I feel like maybe you just notice it more now because of all the shit. We didn't do that. We played outside most of the time. Saturday mornings, we watched cartoons, but we were outside. We didn't have all of this distracting technology shit.
Well, do you remember? I think it was you that sent me the video. It was like things I've noticed since my kids have watched 90s based movies versus today. And it's like, like all the 90s TV shows, it's so much less stimulating. The colors aren't quite as bright. And like, the kids, they'll sit down and watch them, but they don't want to sit and watch it all day. They'll sit and watch it for a little bit, and then they're like, okay, I want to go outside and play, or I want to go play with toys. Whereas you sit a kid in front of the TV and you turn on something like Coco Melon as a 1.5 or 2-year-old, and they would probably sit there all damn day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Do you guys feel like oversharing is healing?
I feel like you should get into that.
I was actually talking to Jason about this. I feel like it depends on who it's with.
Yeah.
Because
I can't stand when people get on Facebook and lay their whole...
You're like, why are you telling the world this? This should never have probably even left your home.
No.
Or your mouth, for that matter. Yeah, I definitely think, like, if it's your girlfriend and you're, like, telling her... I do think one thing, though, you should never overshare about your marriage.
Yeah.
Because that creates room for people to give you their opinions on your marriage, and I don't think that that's typically a good idea.
People are going to give opinions about everything, whether you want them to or not. Obviously, we've seen that with, family stuff, and it's like, shut up sometimes. People just feel like they have the right to, regardless of what it is, just open their mouth and throw stuff out now all over social media and
in person. Like there's been times where I'm like,
yeah, there's a difference in sharing and oversharing also.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And some things I feel like, I don't know, even with doing this, when we wanted to start this, it was maybe we can help somebody that's been through something we've been through, and we have shared a lot in some circumstances, but I feel like that's different than getting on Facebook and posting your whole rant about your baby daddy.
Right.
Where it's out there
forever.
Well, and I don't feel like we're doing it with ill intention. Everything that we've tried to do on here has been to try and be helpful somewhat. I don't know if that's the right word, to make people feel like,
relatable.
Hey, yes, other people have been through this too. This is real life where it's not pretty all the time.
Right.
What do you think about January budget resets?
I think it's smart. I mean, you have a new year, you have new goals, new things that you want to accomplish. So
why not do that then?
Yeah.
Especially when you're coming off December. December's hard for a lot of people. A lot of people overspend in December, and or you just spend money that you normally wouldn't spend.
Yeah.
And So I think that's a great time to do it. I think it's great to do like a monthly check-in, though,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Are we on track? Are we hitting this? Are we hitting that? Because
I think budgets are just great in general.
Think about no spending months.
I think that would actually be really cool to see how much money you could actually save. Obviously, you know, buy the necessities, toilet paper, food, you know, that kind of stuff, but like not going out to eat, you know, not buying that extra hair product that you really don't need, that just because you're like, oh, I want to try this, you know, not spending those little amounts of money that you don't think about. I actually saw someone post, I think it was on St. George Word of Mouth. It was talking about a family who, he was like a financial planner, and he said this family came to him. I don't know if it was like a real scenario or not, but they made $150,000 a year, and it wasn't their big expenses that were killing them at the end of the year. It was their little $15 to $20 purchases that they were doing here and there all the time that was really adding up, and that's where all of their extra money was going. So I think it'd be really cool to see how much money you could save if you did something like that.
you know, it's crazy because we put everything on our Amex, and then I just pay the Amex bill twice a month. But even just doing that instead of it swiping your debit card, I feel like we spend way more with that than we probably would if we were swiping our debit card, because you actually see it come out of your account, you know, at that exact moment.
But I think it could go both ways, because then you get on to pay your Amex and you're like, holy shit, we've spent this much money in 2 weeks. Let's slow it down, you know, the next 2 weeks or whatever. Like, I think it could go either way.
Yeah. We even talked about like doing 75 hard the first time, how much money we saved just doing that, just with, you know, the times you don't eat out or you don't stop to get a snack or a drink from the gas station or whatever it may be. That actually was like
Eye-opening.
I think bullshit or real that by 30, 40, 50, you should just love your life.
I used to think that as like a teenager, you know, when you're like, oh, by the time I'm 30, I'm going to have it all figured out. By the time I'm 50, whatever. But I think looking at, you know, you or my mom or my dad, it's like you guys are all, you know, around the same age, and you guys are all living completely different lives. And that's okay. Like, you may not get your shit figured out till you're 80. Like, I don't think that there should be a cap on when you should have your life figured out.
Well, yeah, but also, you know, this person having their life figured out is going to look completely different than this person.
Right. Because we all have a different idea of what we want our life to look like.
Right.
Yes.
And I feel like if you ever feel like, oh, I've made it, like I'm done, there's probably something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Because even at 80, you can still learn new things and you can still better yourself. You know, I don't feel like there's ever a time that you stop doing that unless something is wrong with you, arrogant or whatever it may be, you know. But as far as loving your life, I mean, I think you should always be striving for that. You know, you want to love your life. You want to be happy. You want to love who you're with and what you're doing. And
that's the goal.
So if you're not, keep working towards that.
Yeah. What do you think, real or BS, that side hustles can be the answer to burnout?
I think if you take on more than you can handle, anything can burn you out.
Yeah.
I mean, Adam always has a side hustle, but that's what
if it's
he
something
likes.
you love, then
a lot of times too, though, I kind of feel like don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
You know, because you never know what can happen over here. So I feel like side hustle is kind of a good thing.
Yeah,
I think so.
I do too.
Our opinion. Do you feel like vision boards actually work?
Yeah.
If it's something you have somewhere and you're going to look at it every day. If you put it under your bed, then no.
Yeah, Adam and I did that huge vision board last year. Yeah, and we have a huge window in our bathroom, and it like filled that whole window. It was almost like a blind on that window.
It looked like a big giant poster.
Yeah.
Was it a poster?
It was like printed off, and it was really nice. But yeah, it was huge. But it's kind of funny even to go look at your vision boards and be like, hey, look,
what have we done?
We did that. We did that.
Let's give some life advice people love to give. Do we think it's real advice or bullshit? Was that said right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything happens for a reason.
I believe so.
I do too.
I think so.
I mean,
I think it's sometimes extremely hard to understand why certain things, especially if it's like a death or an accident or something like that. It's like, how is there a reason to this? But I think that things do happen for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I don't feel like you should ever be like, when somebody dies, don't forget that happened for a reason.
No, yeah, that's not what anyone wants to hear in some, when that happens.
No, but everything that I have been through in my own personal life, even the shitty stuff or the stuff that, I'm like, damn, ugh. I feel like it happened for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't had gone through all of that.
Yeah, I feel so.
And I love where I'm at today. So
if they wanted to, they would.
I think that's a real good advice.
I do
think
too.
it's true.
Mm-hmm.
You can do anything if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
If you want it bad enough, you'll do it.
Right.
And that goes for, even just people in your life. Like if they wanted to do those things for you, they would.
Mm-hmm.
Just wake up earlier.
My husband has this phrase where he said, just sleep faster. And I literally want to punch him in the throat. Speaking of husband, so I get a text from him when Kate.
2 days ago, 3 days ago.
Did you say it would be nice to fall asleep faster if you weren't snoring so long?
Yeah, if you didn't fall asleep in 30 seconds, it said, get your stuff edited, posted, because I was editing this. Then he said another one that said, miss me. Then he said another one said, because I miss you. Then he said another one that said, you hid my shorts? Where? With 3 question marks. I was like, obviously you listened to the podcast. I told him, I'm not going to tell you where they are.
They're hidden for a reason.
Yep.
If I wanted to, I would tell you.
Yeah. Me and Caitlin were laughing. So funny. Yeah, but I hate when he says, just sleep faster. Like, that doesn't work. Can't sleep faster.
No.
I need the hours.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you did wake up earlier, you get to get more done. So, but we wake up early.
Yeah.
Even if I do not have an alarm clock,
Yeah.
my body will wake up at 7, which I don't think 7 is late.
No.
And on those days that we get that, I'm like, yes, it feels so amazing.
Yes.
You need to love yourself before anyone else can love you.
I don't feel like that's true, but I feel like if you don't love yourself, you are not going to attract the right people to love you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, hell, serial killers get people loving them.
Yeah.
Maybe they love themselves.
Fascinated with them.
Yeah.
It's such
They probably do.
a weird concept to even try and understand. Speaking of serial killers, did you guys see that there's been like 34 bodies pulled out of that river?
Mm-hmm.
And like everyone locally is like, it's a serial killer. And the police are saying that it's not.
Where?
Texas. Who knows?
It's a good dumping ground.
That's what people think.
Wow.
Hard work always pays off.
I think that's true.
You have to say it louder, girl.
Hard work always pays off.
I think that goes for any kind of work, whether it be in the gym, whether it be in your business, whether it be in, the job that you work for somebody else. Well, I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Anything, your relationships. Yeah. Hard work pays off.
I guess even if you're working hard for somebody else and you don't feel like it's paying off in a certain way, like if they're not noticing your hard work or whatever it may be, but I think, never mind. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say.
But when we're talking about that, I also think, like, what if you're working really hard in your marriage or your partnership and your significant other isn't?
Yeah, but
Like-
you'll see that from your hard work.
Well, hopefully.
And that will pay off. Okay, this person's an ass.
Or you have a business partner and you're working your ass off, but they're not, and your business fails.
I think it could be a life lesson.
Yeah. Your hard work will still pay off.
Maybe not in the way that you hoped it would or the way that you thought it would.
That's
but
why
It's one of those
happens for a reason.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. Sometimes people's advice, I feel like, should come with a warning label, and sometimes I feel like advice unsolicited. Sometimes you just should
Better to
shut up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's get into relationships and boundaries.
What do you got?
Do you think it's okay to cut off family for your own peace?
Yeah.
I do too.
Well, I've seen my husband do it. So.
It's a weird concept to think about for me because I can't ever imagine cutting any of my family off because we have a different relationship.
Yeah,
But I've seen other people, your husband, like, no, she shouldn't have anything to do with those kids or him. Or, yes, if you're a horrible human and you're not adding something positive, they're not adding something positive to your life, then why deal with the shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you have to just because they're family.
Yes, exactly. What do you think about keeping friendships just because if there's history there?
No.
I think I have a hard time with that one because we kind of talked about this in, other episodes, like,
Friendships.
yeah, it's hard to let go of some people because there are so many memories or, things like that. But sometimes you just need to, even if it feels extremely hard.
Yeah. I think you could just accept it for what it is. You don't even have to let it go. Just
Like, I feel like I can hang on to the memories without having anything to do with that person, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
I am not going, I don't have a hard time, like, cutting someone off and being done and never speaking to them again, if needs be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that happens all the time, but there's certain people that, why?
Yeah. I don't feel like I've had to do that necessarily, like cut someone completely off for it. Well, I guess kind of, but.
I have. Matching energy instead of overgiving. I think that's
it's
important.
best, yeah.
But I think sometimes it takes a while to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially when it comes to like one-sided,
Anything,
friendship
Mhm.
relationships, It's hard to give and give and give if you're not receiving anything in return.
You're going to be happier in any scenario if it goes both ways.
Mm-hmm. We're going to play a rapid fire real or BS. What do you think? Vision boards.
Real.
Really bad times.
Yes.
Real.
I love it.
Oops. Real. I do too. I'd much rather be in bed by I put my kids down at 8. Both of them go to bed at 8. If I'm in bed by 8:39,
Perfect.
I love that.
January
Speaking of language.
January motivation lasts all year.
BS.
Yeah, BS.
You can go to a gym and know that that's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's so busy for the first couple of weeks, and then you're like, bye, people.
Saying no without explaining.
Real.
Canceling plans for mental health.
Real. Being busy equals being successful.
Yes.
Bullshit.
You'll be busy doing something.
Yeah. You can be busy playing something on your computer all day and say you're busy. You can be busy getting a massage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things where, okay, you have a busy day. You're getting your nails done and your hair done and whatever. No.
Yeah.
Doesn't make me successful.
Starting fresh on January 1 matters. I kind of
think
in
so.
between on that one.
I am too. I'm in the middle.
I think it's a good thing to do, but I don't think that there's any that you have to wait. Like if it's February, you don't need to wait till next year.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
On the 5th of January, we'll start next year.
Right.
Exactly.
Messed up already. Waiting until Monday makes sense.
Real.
Mm.
You said you like starting on Monday.
No, I think you can start any day.
Yeah, but it makes more sense to start on a Monday.
Yeah. We should ask our viewers.
Yeah, let's ask. Move that. Change
Is that
this
how I-
mug. Yes, it was right in front of me.
We want to ask our viewers what you want to see more of from us.
Yeah.
Topics.
Would you like us to focus on me one week, focus on her, get to know us, get to know our spouses? What kind of stuff would you like to see?
Let us know
Yeah.
in the comments or the DMs or
And listen, we said we're going to have a 2026 glow up. So you two got to get your shit on social media.
we get it.
They
on
suck.
social.
What do you want to see on our social
No.
media?
Yeah. What can we do? What's the cool, trendy TikTok stuff that we can do?
Mom really wants to dance.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Should we do the tip?
Yes.
This week's tip is to stop trying to fix everything at once. January doesn't need to be all change everything. Pick something small that you want to work on, make it realistic, and that way it doesn't feel so heavy, and you can actually accomplish it.
Yeah, that's
Good. At the end of the day, whether something is real or total BS, it comes down to how it makes you feel. January doesn't need to be about fixing yourself. It can just be about checking in with yourself. Speaking of checklists, I actually saw this lady that said, she's like, I used to always tease my dad about having a list every single day. And she said, she's a stay-at-home mom, and she said she makes a list for herself every day to keep on top of her house so that she never feels overwhelmed. So she has her list, like, okay, today I'm going to do the baseboards and clean the fans. And, that's all she has on her list for that day or whatever. And I think it's a really good idea
That's
to
how
have a little list.
that's how Luis works. Like every day he has a new list, but
Chase loves
it works for
lists
him
too.
Yeah.
We all know I do that too, and I still use paper planner, which everyone gives me shit
Yes,
about.
she
My
does.
husband just can't wrap his head around the fact that I still have a paper planner that I write with in pen every day. But I love to write it down, and then when I'm done with it, I make sure the night before everything is laid out. And then yes, I love to draw my line through it and know that I accomplished it.
Yep.
I have to put shit on paper.
Yeah,
or in my
we
phone
know.
because I have a PB brain. I forget everything seconds after it's told.
We know.
That's true.
Oh gosh.
Well, thank you for hanging out with us on today's episode of She Who Thrives. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. We'll see you next Wednesday with a brand new episode. But until then, remember, no matter what you're doing in life, do it to the best of your ability and always strive to thrive.
Right.
Bye.
See ya.